Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you guys makeup that I'm going to be bringing with me when I travel. So I am going to be traveling, and I thought to do this video because when you pack your makeup, you actually get to see your must-haves and like the essentials for you. So I'm going to be showing you guys that. I'm going to be taking you through my thought process as to why I packed these makeup. And yeah, if you guys like these types of videos, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And also you can follow me on my Instagram where I post lots of fun things, updates, and outfit inspirations. So go ahead and follow me there, and let's get started. I think I bit my tongue. Alright, so everything that I am bringing with me, I am packing it in this bag that I got from Amazon, and I love it because the dividers, you can actually move them around, so depending on how you want to organize it, you can change it up. So this is what mine currently looks like, and I think this is basically what I'm gonna bring. There's also this flap side with a brush compartment, or you can really put your eyeliner. There's also a zipper there, so you can put in cloths underneath if you want. But I really like that when you put your brushes in, it's like plastic, so it doesn't get dirty and it's easy to clean. So I bring two foundations with me because honestly I tan really easily, so I like to bring my lightest shade and my darkest shade. Right now I'm a mix of both, so I'm going to be showing you guys how I actually do my makeup. And I don't use a brush or a beauty blender, I just use my fingers. I like minimal hassle. But I like a lot of options, so yeah, I'm just really getting in there, giving myself a face massage, and I'm turning red because I'm using my fingers, and so yeah, but my color will start to get back to normal once it relaxes a little bit. So as you guys can see here, I'm really tired, which is probably how I'm gonna look like as well when I'm traveling, and you can see what I do. So really important, I usually do fill my eyebrows with like pomade or pencil, but when I'm in a rush, this is all I do. It's so much easier. It's a tinted brow gel, and I go for tinted because I have eyebrow hairs, but they're quite sparse, so the tint helps fill in a little bit, and the gel just helps to keep it in place, so it makes it look like I have eyebrows, which is definitely the goal. And I like that it's light, so it looks natural but with some sort of structure. Next thing I do is I get an eyeliner. Can be anything. I usually opt for brown. I'm really liking this one by Patrick Ta right now, but one thing to note about this is that it sets really quickly, so I do one eye and I also like to smudge it before I do the other eye. So here are the brushes that I'm taking with me. I'm keeping it to just these, and you can see the one on the second right, the one that looks like a pencil, is what I use to smudge. So I'm going to start with this eye. I just finished the eyeliner. I'm now smudging it. So when I'm smudging it, I am bringing the color just a little bit higher than where I originally had the line, and then I wing it out just a little bit just to lift my eye a little bit. Now, I should let you guys know that I am no makeup artist. I am, however, a makeup enthusiast. I do like to pick up some tips and tricks from YouTube, from professional makeup artists, but I'm by no means a makeup artist. I'm just showing you guys what I do. Yeah, so here I am doing the other eye, and I like to stay close to my lashes when I'm putting it on, so that when I smudge it, I have room, because my eyelids are quite small. I have hooded eyes, obviously, but yeah, I really like this trick because it gives this like smoky effect, but a very soft smoky eye. So yeah, you can really take your time. Now this sets really quickly, and that's why I kind of rub it in just a little bit more to have a softer effect. Now as I'm winging it out, I'm just making sure that it can be as even as possible. Not perfect, but even as it can be. So I've decided to bring 2 palettes with me. I'm bringing this one by Patrick Ta. It's called Major Dimension, and I love it because of all the warm tones. It's definitely up my alley. I love that there's these 2 cream shadows on the left side with a cover so that the powder does not get in it. And so I'm also opting to bring this one with me just because I like options, but really you can go with one or the other. These are just colors that I tend to turn towards, and it's just very versatile for me. I can do whatever eyeshadow look that's within my lane and without having to think too much what will go with what. So for example, in this palette, I can really choose whatever 4 together, like these quads, whatever square, and they can go together. So I really like that. Anyway, I'm picking up the shade from the Patrick Ta palette because that's the color I'm going for today, and it's really the color that I tend to put on my eyes when I don't want to think. It's just really nice and warm, and it's like a darker shade of my skin tone. I like that. So I'm just keeping it one eyeshadow, but really if I have time I will add more, or if I want a little bit more of like an oomph, I will definitely add 1 or 2 more shades. But this is like my easy look that will still make me look put together, alive, but at the same time easy. So yeah, I just swipe it, blend it nicely, and make sure to curl my lashes. I have very straight lashes. This is one of the things that I cannot skip, is to curl my eyelashes, because otherwise they're just like protruding straight towards you and you can't see that I have eyelashes. I do though when I curl them. And it just really opens up your eye, which is super important for me. I want my eyes to be seen. And to make it pop even more, I like to line the waterline just underneath the lashes. Is that what it's called? The waterline underneath the lashes? Well, you guys can see what I'm doing here. And I like it because it just makes your eyelashes thicker. Like, well, not thicker, it makes it look thicker and with more volume. So I really like this trick. So I like to use this mascara. I've used a bunch, but I particularly like this one because of the brush. So you can see it's like nice and straight, and the bristles are actually small, but it's really good with separating my lash, which is one of my biggest problems. Is I don't really have problems with length. I mean, I don't have the longest lashes, but they're there. But I have problems with them clumping together, especially since they're straight. So when I put mascara, it's quite difficult to separate them, especially with a really wet formula. Now this has a wet formula, I think, but the brush just works so well with my eyelashes that I have control. And just to make sure that it's even more separated, I like to use this eyelash comb because it's like metal teeth. Anyway, I got that from Amazon. Really loving it. And this is what it looks like so far, but look at my designer bags. We're gonna need some concealer, and I like to use this one here by NARS. It's the shade Biscuit, and I like it because it has a peachy undertone, so you guys can see, like, the bags, you can see how it's kind of dark and it just makes this hollow. I like to concentrate on that part just because it looks purple. Here you can't really see how purple it is, but in real life it's quite purple. And this just negates, how do you say it, cancels out the purpleness. I sound so professional. Yeah, so you can see like it already looks brighter, but in the most subtle way. I like this because it's not heavy, and I don't like anything heavy. Even though I like to correct certain things, if I could put the minimum amount of product, I would. So this is what works for me, especially since I can use my finger. You can use a brush as well, but I tend to use my fingers in general because it's just faster for me, and I can easily wipe it with a wet wipe so that it's clean. And on top of it, I do like to put the creamy concealer by NARS. I've been using this for years. I use a bunch, or I've tried a bunch of concealers, but I tend to go for this. and you guys can see how I paint it on. I'm ready for war. I don't actually like to put too much, especially since I blend out with my fingers. I find that it deposits a lot of product already. Like, my fingers aren't a beauty blender, and that's why I don't really put too much concealer. So I just, rub it across my face. And you can see, same highlighting trick that we normally see everywhere else. That's where I put it. You know, bridge of the nose, a bit on the forehead, a bit on the top of the lip, and a bit on the chin. And my face just looks so much more alive. Next thing is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I mean, I love Charlotte Tilbury products, not gonna lie. This one is one of my favorites. It took me a while to actually get on the bandwagon, but I love it. You can see that I've already hit pan on the contour. I was a little bit worried that the contour shade would be too light, but you can actually see it. I like subtle shadow, so that worked perfectly for me. And I think for travel, this particular size really works because it's already got the contour shade and the highlight shade, which, you know, highlight shade can also work as eyeshadow, and same thing with the contour shade. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. It can work as well as an eyeshadow, so multi-purpose. I like that. And so I'm getting some more of the contour shade, and I'm just using the same eyeshadow brush that I just used on my eyes. I mean, for me, it works on my skin tone. You can't really see that I'm putting parts of the eyeshadow color on my nose. It just works. So I don't need another brush, but if you want to, you can definitely bring another brush. Now, I tend to want to bring 3 different blush shades: red, orange, and some sort of pink or peach, because these are the colors that I like to play with on my skin tone, and I think it just gives this nice fresh pop of color. I'm all about that. By the way, tan skin to even dark skin, like orange and red, looks amazing on our skin tone. I'm just saying, it's one of my favorites. So I opted to use the red one, which is called Exhibit A by NARS. And I'm using this travel blush brush that I think I got as a gift. You know when you guys get the Sephora gifts? I definitely got that, and I've been using it since. And it works. I like this brush because I actually use it more for cream blush, but it also works for powder blush. And next is to set my face, because I get nice and oily and shiny and greasy. So this one by Charlotte Tilbury is amazing. Oh my gosh, I first thought that the price was too high, because I was like, oh, it's just powder. Why does it cost so much? But this powder is so finely milled that you can't even tell that you have powder on your skin. And I love makeup like this, when you can't tell that it's on your skin. So I'm just here correcting some imperfections with the exact same concealer that I used, the cream concealer in Biscuit. Yeah, just using my fingers again, nothing special. I had a scar on my neck and I was debating putting concealer or not. Anyway, 3 lipsticks as well, pink, nude, and red. I'm gonna show you guys why I choose 3 colors to bring with me. Anyway, this particular pink lipstick is my go-to for anything. This is, I think this is my favorite lipstick ever, and it's by NARS, and I wish it came in like a tube, but the pencil format is really good for travel, because if you need like lip liner, it works as that, or lipstick, it also works as that. And I really like how it looks against my skin. It looks like not too obvious, but you know there's color. I mean, you guys can tell that I absolutely love it with how small it's gotten and how much I talk about it in my other lipstick video. So it's called Dolce Vita. I love this one by NARS. Please come out with like a lipstick in a tube with this exact shade. Next is the nude. If you guys have seen my other lipstick videos, when I wear light lipstick colors, I tend to use Boldly Bare by MAC to line my lips, because I have like dark outline on the on my lips. parameters of my lips, excuse me. And that just helps to make sure that the nude color or the light color goes on seamlessly, so you can't see the dark lip line that I have peeking through. And this is a really nice shade as well. It's one of my favorite nude shades by Charlotte Tilbury. She just does lipstick so well. Anyway, onto the red shade. By the way, you guys, I haven't changed my makeup look at all, just the lipstick. So for red shades, I always wear a lip liner, and I use this one called Cherry by MAC, and I'm using Red Carpet Red by Charlotte Tilbury. It's just a really nice red, and it goes with whatever look. It's just your go-to red carpet red. It's like the perfect name. Like when you think of Hollywood red, this is what I have in mind. So if you are traveling with a special someone and are about to go on a date night, or if you're going to a formal event and you want to take it up a notch, this is a really good shade. Alright everyone, so that was everything. I hope that you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments down below what's the one product that you have to have with you wherever you go. I think if I only had to choose one, I would probably choose concealer because of these guys over here, my designer bags. And also if there's just any imperfection, I can just dab and then we're good to go. But if I could pick a second one, I would definitely put lipstick. I feel like those two can just make you look alive. That would be mine. Let me know what yours would be in the comments down below. I'm really curious. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, so in case you guys were wondering how it looks like under daylight, this is what it looks like. There's no studio lighting, I'm just by the window. Although I should let you know that it's overcast right now, so there is no daylight, but this is how the makeup looks.